Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another live stream of me, Mr. McSquare, on the Buck Chuckets and Piglins SMP. So I've got a prank in mind for today, and it involves making a giant Enderman at my friend's base. This is the overworld, and things are coming along nicely. Last stream, I think we were building up the village a bit, which has developed a bit more. Added ships and a sailmaker, storage, residences, condensed the farms into one big farm. Town hall, etc., etc. Feel free to check out the old episodes if you want to see more details. And if anyone's here, I'll give you a sneak peek at what I just built. Whales. Killer whales. There they blow! So yeah, there's a couple killer whales out in the ocean now. That'll be on an upcoming episode. But for today, we are headed to the end. To the end, to the end, to the end, end, end. The end, the end, the end, end, end. To the end, the end, the end, the end, end. To do some pranks again. Okay, got my prank box, which is basically a bunch of obsidian and other materials I'm going to use to make this. I'm going to make giant Endermen out of obsidian, which makes it the biggest pain in the butt to remove them because it's obsidian. Scaffolding. So an Enderman is normally 3 blocks tall, and we're gonna see how tall our friend's base is, so that basically there's going to be an Enderman looking in the windows of his base, his secret base where he plans pranks. And there's going to be a giant Enderman looking in the window. What's going on? And his base is just on the other side of that portal over there. Around here somewhere, just waiting for things to load in. Oh, there it is. I like that I use different colors. So that's his base up there. That's pretty tall. And if this is at height 64, I think an Enderman just got sucked up there. Can't be. They die in water. This is apparently where he does his plotting against Mr. McSquare, which he has no notes, and Lawless Bacon, which he has no notes. And there's redstone, I don't know, decorations. So from 64 to 115 is 71. But 71 puts the head down there. We need the head up at the top with the eyes in the middle. So 2, 3, 4, 75, 76, 77, 78, 78, 79, 80-ish. Okay, if we divide by 3, 3 goes into 78 or 81. So if it goes 78, oh, it becomes 16. I might have to get some more obsidian. Okay. Okay, most appropriately, let's put it on the side that has his planning stuff. Okay, that's the vengeance area. And he's apparently like, oh, he's got a map of my base. Map of Lawless's base. Well, it's an old map. It's not updated. That should be written there. That's his base right here. We'll update that when we leave. Yeah, we're gonna have to put the Enderman over here and then update the map. And then that's my base. So yeah, on his base, we'll update it. So it's got a giant Enderman here. I'm pretty sure. Okay, he had it turned that way for whatever reason. Gotta keep it the way he had it. Now, the way he had it, okay, it's the side towards the little islands and with the little purple flowers. Okay, 78 divided by 3 is 16. 16 to 1 block ratio. Ooh, we can do that. It's the wrong map. This one. But that means like, okay. Let's get this done. 16 by 78 is what it should be. No, that can't. It's not 16. It's 26 by 78. That sounds better. Yep. So he'll be a 26 by 26 square, 78 tall. It's a lot of blocks. But I'm crazy enough to do it. Now Minecraft being Minecraft does an 8 configuration, 8 pixels. It puts usually, like, when you look at a picture of an Enderman, it'll have like 8 pixels across for its head. Uh-oh, I'm getting out the paper and pencil now. So 26 to 8, 16, 24, I could make him a little taller, go 32. It's gotta be divisible by 8. He'll be too short if I do 26. If I do 24, because the height is 26. Unless he was standing on something, we're not going to make him stand on anything. So if I go 32, that would make him 96 tall. 26 times 3 becomes 78 tall. 12 higher. Have to be kind of bent over a bit. Don't want to do that. I'm gonna fudge it and just make his legs a little taller. Okay, so if I do 24 by 8 is 3. So each pixel would be 3 blocks. I can do that. That would make him 72 tall, and I need him 78. So we'll extend his legs by like a bit, and his torso by a bit, but we'll make sure the head is correct. And I only have to extend his torso and legs by, I think, like 3 each or something silly like that. So first thing we gotta do is figure out which side is facing. It's hard to get a bearing out here. I suppose the easiest way is going to be just to stick something on the ground. And then if I update the map, that'll tell me if that's in the right place. Door. So this is a direction finding map. Bubbles up. Bubbles down. Okay, I think I put it on the wrong side. Is it this side? I don't think so. I think it might be this side. Yep. See that white line? Definitely this side. Oop, wrong pickaxe. Don't want to wreck our building supplies. Swap those around. Oh, did it again. Keep it up. Might have to go back and get more supplies. Okay, that was this away. Bum 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 bum. Okay. So this is the middle. And if a block is 24 now, that means that's 12 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, those are his 2 footprints. We will start from. Okay, if an Enderman is 3 by 3 on the pixel count. Actually, it's looking 2 by 2 for his arms and legs. And they're centered, so I actually have to pull this back. First correction already. Well, no, I don't have to pull it back. Just push everything forward. That. Or just let it be. So his leg should be 6 by 6, 3. Why do that? Just do it like this. Why is it 7? It's not supposed to be 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's down. I left it. Okay, we're gonna make it hollow on purpose, because if we go solid and he decides that he really wants this removed, it's gonna be a big pain. Mr. Ron Wayne Official, welcome. How are you today, sir? Today we are pranking a friend. So, one of the other players on this realm is named Crazy Savage. So, Crazy Savage. And we're building bases in the end. And on his videos, he says that his end base, whoops, wrong way. His end base is where he will organize his pranks from. I'm glad you're winding down, and I'm glad you're sharing your time with me. I'm doing good. So, Mr. Crazy Savage's base here, right? He says this is his pranking headquarters, because I watch his videos. And although he hasn't done anything yet, he's got his stations out with different materials and books and notes and ideas. And it's just a big planning room. Oh, I have to rotate this once, because that's the way he had it. And then in his map here, or in his room here, he's got 3 maps. Map of player 1's base, a map of his end base, and a map of my own base. Because his lore is, it's his prank planning room. So, next to the map of his base, in his prank area, I'm going to build a giant Enderman that's looking in the window. See what's going on from above. It's going to be looking down like, what are you pranking out here? What's going on out here? Now, unfortunately for him, I have chosen obsidian to be my building block for Enderman. And that's going to be a pain in the butt for him to remove. And right now, size-wise, this is foot number 1. And that's, yep, that white line is the middle. And this is foot number 2. Out of the way, you. Now, unfortunately, he built his base, I think, I got it written down, 78 up in the air. So I have to build a scale Enderman that is appropriate for 78 blocks tall, a little bit more because he's got to look over it. And these are the dimensions I'm using. So. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. But because it's got to go over, we got to go to 32, 24, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we're going to purposely make this thing hollow for 2 reasons. The amount of materials involved, and if it really upsets them, we have to be willing to tear it down. Leave a center access door. But hey, 32 blocks tall. Every two is a frickin' stack of obsidian. Ah, I just fell off. We'll get this right. The night's early. So I assume you play Minecraft as well, and I'm wondering if you're working on any projects lately. The stained glass is for the eyes later. Santa lights behind it. And I have to get all this done tonight because I don't know when. Hey, cool. This bouquet, yeah, I appreciate her. What projects are you working on, Ron? Oh, that's you're pretty new, but that's awesome. I love the creative outlet. You know, it's really not a game about, hey, beat the dragon and get high score or anything like that. It's a creativity engine of what can you do. For me, it is, anyway. Out of gold. Gold, Mr. Powers. I love gold. With a moat that's got sharks with frickin' lasers on its head. That's all I ask for. I love gold. I'm smoking a pancake. Nope. Not gonna waste the material. Give that. Oh, you're so angry. You're so angry. Flame on. You're so angry. Flame on. Oh, oh. Where'd you go? Oh, so sad. I would recommend, like, yeah, you're using gold, but have an accent color for like your trim and whatnot. And I think, just personal opinion, black would look really good with gold. Everything's so dark, sometimes hard to find the door. There it is. 6 blocks high, and I was thinking which direction I wanted to go. Good idea. Cool. Yeah, just like trim your doorways and everything with black, and it'll make it pop. There's a few different options for black. I would say no to obsidian, because obsidian can only be found in block form. You can't have obsidian slabs, you can't have obsidian stairs, you can't have obsidian walls. My recommendation would be deep slate cobblestone tiles. It's very black. It's what I use. But you can get walls, you can get slabs, you can get stairs, and you can get blocks. That'll give you the ability to make finer detail instead of just squares everywhere. So, because you are my viewer today, I will share with you what my future episode release is. I've got the footage for 2 episodes, because sometimes I fall behind. The first one is just plain old villager stuff, right? I gave a bunch of villagers to, and the guy that I'm pranking is building a town. And so I gave him a bunch of starter stuff to get the town going. And, like, you know, villagers, building materials, all the stuff he needs. He can build whatever he wants, but that way he doesn't have to run around and grab those resources. However, he's also getting pranked at the same time. Makes me feel less guilty. The other thing I built was the other member on the server built a lighthouse, and in between the town I built and his lighthouse, it's coastline, and I wanted something to transition between the two. So I put killer whales out in the ocean, and You know the potent sulfur, you can make geysers that go off randomly? That's the whales' blowholes. They've got geysers that go off. And they were super easy to make. But they are not as massive as this structure. I think they're only like 5 blocks wide and about 30 or 40 blocks long. That's it. You know, they'd fit inside of one of these legs. And when I need a break from it, well, not when I need a break from this, but when I need more obsidian for this build, because I know I didn't bring enough, I'll give you a sneak peek at it. Yeah. Yeah, a lighthouse is a common one. But this one has whales, buddy. Tales of the sea. And maybe someday we'll build the great white whale, which will actually have a base inside of it. But that is another time. You a Lord of the Rings fan at all? Yep, terraforming. Terraforming's a thankless job of its own, but you're so glad when you do it. And we're hoarders. You never throw anything away, because sand, you make glass and concrete out of sand. Look at that. This is one leg completed. Almost. Ha! You found a random treasure chest when you're digging the sand. That's always funny when that happens. And the heart of the sea is super cool. Never throw that away. That's how you make conduits for breathing underwater and underwater bases. Next year, I'm also joining some other YouTubers, and we are going to build Lord of the Rings. I'm going to start in the Shire, and when the Shire is done, we're going to build out other lands. And we're going to start that project on the 1st of January. Okay, so you know when you kill some drowned, you can get nautilus shells. The heart of the sea plus a bunch of nautilus shells will make a conduit. And then when you surround a conduit with prismarine, it'll turn it into a water-breathing apparatus. And I can show you that as well. Soon. Like I said, when I reload the obsidian, I can show you a couple other things. So we're just going to leave this leg hollow, but complete. That tower of obsidian is one Enderman leg. And now for the next leg. These should be the same. See if we can stick a landing here. Aha! Okay. too far. That's okay. That's alright. Nice. Good stuff. I never actually played Roller Coaster Tycoon, but I think that's the same people that made, oh, what's that? That, town simulating game that was bombed forever. Oh, gosh. You could build towns and, like, Godzilla would show up and power them by coal or nuclear energy. Gosh, can't remember the name of it. That's okay. But yeah, I like the building and simulation games. Nice. Very nice. I bet you he leaves this here just because it's going to be an incredible pain in the butt to remove. Thank you. I do believe that every project is practice for the next one. And really glad that you came in to watch. I appreciate you sharing your time. So, something else I really learned about Minecraft is because you're dealing with giant blocks, you can't be too critical on yourself. You have to build things that are good enough, accurate enough, have represented enough, and don't look at it from too close up, look at it from far away. Because it's giant cubes, what do you expect, man? They're big old cubes. And very satisfying every time you complete a project, however small or however big. Yeah, like I really like the look of my killer whales. But of course, because they're made out of giant blocks, as soon as you walk up close to them, they don't look like killer whales anymore. It's a big stack of blocks. But when you look at them from the coastline, it's like, hey, there's some killer whales out there. Like, hey, nothing wrong at all with what this guy did. He's got rainbow glass elevators going up and down. From a distance, it looks even better. But you get up close, and then all of a sudden you got all like, look, it's lines, and it's a door, and it's what? No, that's not the. That's too nitpicky. Like, you just gotta look at a zombie mob or a skeleton and realize, yep, we're just going to let a lot go on the details here. Or a creeper. What? That abomination. It's a pillar with 4 little stubby legs. Uh-oh. Good thing I got Feather Falling 4 on. Now the problem with streaming is it causes a tiny bit of lag. So if I'm ever doing anything detailed like raiding an ancient city, I don't stream it, I don't record it, I give people highlights and then do footage afterwards. I got an old computer and it's not happy when I run too many things at once. So a gold castle, eh? The other thing I would recommend is the roof of your structure should not be gold. Just something else. Whether you just use the black, that would be fine, but not a gold roof as well. And I can show you some simple flag ideas too if you like. I want it to be obnoxious as possible. Oh, do you know what else is obnoxious? You could put light sea lanterns or a block that emit light, and you could make the roof out of sea lanterns, which would just be white light, like, oh, it's so bright, don't look at me. Okay. We'll hold on to that, because if I start another row, it won't reach. Oh, I got more. These are sea lanterns right here. Yeah, don't forget to add music boxes. Just as a prank, which had the desired effect. You know the warden? The screaming shriekers that go off to summon the warden? I stuck the screaming shriekers underneath the mailboxes of the other people on the realm. So that when they went to go and check their mail at their front doors, it would just scream at them. Like, what the fudge? It's harmless, and they fixed it, but it's like, okay, game on. Doing that now, are we? Oh, not only are we doing that, we're also putting giant endermen outside your door. Oh, line the roof with music boxes. Nice. Take that, homeowners association. Did you know that the tune on the music box changes depending on what block you stick underneath it? So in my base that I'm building out here in the end, one of the things I'm going to stick in it is an organ. So you'll stand in a spot and be surrounded by music boxes with buttons. You just hit the different buttons to play the organ. And there are a way to get mob heads. And if you stick a mob head on top of a music box, when it plays, it'll make the mob sound. Including, like, if you wanted someone to hear a creeper sound, put a creeper head on top, and then when the music box goes off, they get the detonation sound of a creeper. Okay, now it is time for me to go get more obsidian. Looking for the way back. So, before we go, we'll update. Now, on Crazy's map of planning here, it's not done yet, but you can see there's a giant enderman that's going to be looking out the side. Which direction is the stairs out of here? Could be wrong. I think it's this way. I think they went the wrong way. There it is. This is the wrong one. Crazy, you're a pain in the bum. I'll just fly back normal. So the end island is at 0, 0, and you can see the counter at the top left of the screen. We'll just fly right back to it. Yeah, we're going normal. It's this way. We started this world on January 1st this year. Now the void occurs at -40, and that's where you just die. So we just got to keep our altitude up. We're at like 120 right now. That's the end island where you fight the dragon. All the portals around the outside. So you can imagine like with the gold and the black, all this yellow and black, but instead of yellow, gold. I think black is the color to go for your trim. And while I'm here, that like bridge is the direction to the base I built. The base I built is out there, and Crazy's over here. Lots of obsidian. All this obsidian comes from the pillars. When you kill the dragon, the pillars respawn. So I saw it as a way of, oh, let's get a whole bunch of obsidian. Okay. Now we'll go back to Crazy's area. Before I go to Crazy's area, I'll show you my end base, which is a work in progress. A massive work in progress. But I've got shortcuts to it. See, like these pillars here, I dig them out. These here. That's where I get all my obsidian from. For these massive wastes of time. And like all these support structures. Because the dragon won't destroy endstone or obsidian. He will destroy endstone blocks though. Bricks. Okay, so this is the base that I'm working on over here. Might as well take you right through the front door. It's just building supplies over there. Now, Endermen, water is like fire to Endermen. If they touch the water, they catch fire. So that light bridge goes all the way to the center island, and it keeps going for another 1,000 blocks. So I got a bridge over top of the water. The water drops into waterfalls into the void. And this area here will be villagers. It's all half slabs that nothing spawns here. That's why you don't see any Endermen in there. See, they're spawning on the flat, they're not spawning on the slabs. Huh. That's my door there. It's a slow door, but it's an easy door. And we can close the door here. If we want, we can go upstairs. There's room to put more stuff here. And we can look out the eyes of the skull and see who's out there. In the main area, I built a shulker farm at the bottom. So, might as well take the honeyvator. There is a staircase that will go through the whole complex. I always like to have a physical way of walking. But I've also got a honeyvator, which is a bubble elevator that goes up and down. And that goes all the way to the build height. So this is my shulker farm. If I stand here, the shulkers wind up shooting each other and generating shulker shells. Which is the mechanics of how this guy's work. And it's a bit tricky to set this up, so I won't go into all those details right now. But, shulker shells. Lots of shulker shells, which make shulker boxes. And that was the primary farm for this entire endeavor. But then I thought, might as well make an entire base complex ridiculousness. So I've still got space, and I'm going to put farms on the different levels. And different levels will have different functions. like livestock will be on the main floor. So the build height limit is 256, and the top floor will be 240 plus whatever structure of walls and everything. I had to give myself some space, right? So I've got 16 blocks of height to play with, and that's what that top white light block is. That's the build height at 256. And down below, the light bridge that goes into the nothingness back to base. And this is a honeyvator. So it's a bubble elevator in the back, but honey blocks don't count as full blocks. So if I squeeze myself in the corner, I touch the bubbles and I go up. But if I'm anywhere except for the corner, I go down. And honey makes you fall slower, right? So I can slowly fall down, and I got the lights marked where each of the floors are. Oh, look at that, I'm on the next floor. And if I want to go fast, I push against the glass, and now I'm falling full speed. Oh, slow down, touch the honey. Oh, fall, oh, slow down. Let's go back to that floor. Okay, this one. So it's an elevator that goes up and down, and that's super useful. But it takes a whole lot of honey blocks. And of course I have a honey farm. So this is one floor down. Just put glass in that you can look down on. And we'll go up another floor to the main floor. The entry level here. That's the skull doorway where you come in. And then it'll be stable. Well, actually, this is going to be the fountains. Fountain, fountain, fountain. And then it'll be animals in the yellow areas around it. And the fountains, because I've got so much space, are going to be fed from a level or two above, waterfall down into a big fountain. And some center structure. But I've got like a lot of floors to fill, so I have to think of ideas like, oh, a water fountain, water features that take 3 floors. Yes. And of course there's beacons in each corner, right? So I'm fully buffed no matter where I am in this base. And we'll decorate that as well. Those openings, I'm going to put stained glass to make designs on those. But there's only so many hours in a day, and only so much you can do at one time. So that's my end base project. And while I gotcha, thank you very much. So I'll take you back to our base. Now, iron farms. Iron farms can't be close to other villagers or they can get messed up, and golems have to be controlled on where they spawn so that you can destroy them. And if they go to an area that you can't control, you're buggered. So when I built the base, I thought, where am I going to stick the iron farm so that the spawning mechanic doesn't go out of control? And the answer I had for that was, let's build the iron farm in the clouds. So there's a cloud island here with an iron farm on. And now the iron golems have nowhere to spawn except for in the kill area. That's the only place that they're allowed to spawn. Everything else is like walls and half slabs. They can't spawn there. Oh, and cats also get toasted, which is okay because it gives us strength. I actually dug out spawn. Spawn is at 0, 0 here, and I dug it all the way down to the bottom of the book. I'm not crazy, I'm just creative. And then these different levels can have different things. Like up here, this level is where our villager trading occurs. All the enchanters are sitting around this corner. And there's so much space that if we want to expand it, we can. That's the base of the other players. There's an airship I built recently. The engines turn on and off. The landing lights work. It's got an air system for inflating and deflating the balloon. And the one thing I did with this is everything is controllable from the cockpit. So if you're in the cockpit, right, you got engine over there. Let's turn it on. That's the switch. I can see the engines turn. And of course, that's just the other engine. This one's the landing lights. Okay, back there. Let's fill the blimp with air. Fill the blimp with air. Okay, it's a double clicker to get this to turn off. Oh, now it's off. And if you're filling the blimp with air, then this here opens and closes a bunch of trapdoors. You can see the redstone opening and closing. There's a bunch of trapdoors on the roof. See, they're closed, right? You're keeping all the air in, but if you want to descend, you have to let the hot air out, right? So then, let the hot air out. And like that, the trapdoors are open. Such a big waste of space just for making something pretty. Okay. And this thing lights up really beautiful at night. So the last couple things I was working on was just expanding this village over here. Just adding village stuff into a village. And then out there you can see the fins of my whales. A couple killer whales. With their random spouts going off. And it was intimidating at first, but it turned out the whales were super easy to make. And this is just black and white concrete blocks. But like I was saying to you earlier, when you get up close, big square chunky blocks, it kind of looks like crap. Until you get further away, and the farther away you get, the better it looks, right? And there's a spout going off again. But you're supposed to look at that stuff like from shore distance. And from the shore, it doesn't look so bad at all with just using big blocks, right? You can tell, hey, there's killer whales out there. And of course I went with killer whales, because if you went with like just a big gray whale, it would be a big gray blob. But the black-white contrast gives you all the detail you need. One's got a tail going down, the other one's got a tail going out. Otherwise they're identical. And they both have spouts that fire randomly. And while I'm here, I should get a whole lot more obsidian, because I'm going to need it. And of course, there's always a manual staircase to everything. And because spawn is dug out, I had to make a honey vader that goes down and stops at, it's got stops for the different levels, the terrace level, the 0 level, the main floor. And hey, no problem at all. I appreciate sharing pixel crack artwork. That's my honey farm up top. And the bees also fertilize the plants underneath so that they grow faster. So bees on top for the honey. You can see the honeycomb, harvest it whenever I'm ready. But when they fly over, they bone meal the plants underneath. You can see the little particles coming off the bees. That's plant fertilizer. And then I've got more than what I need. And making use of space. That's where the automatic sheep farms are. 2 of each color. That's all you need. And at the end of the hall is a couple of armadillos, because they produce scoots. And the scoots you can make wolf armor out of. And you'll see my wolves. They've got armadillo armor on. But last I checked, I was collecting my obsidian for shenanigan pranks. That's all my obsidian. Hehe. I might have to dig more. But I want to get this project done today before the other guy comes back online. This is my favorite build here, right here. This mushroom is a big experience point machine. Yeah, wherever they drop pollen, it gets bone mealed. Oh, I'll show you one more thing because it's kind of on the way back. Well, a couple more things. I'll show you the things that are along the way. So just like I dug out spawn in the overworld there, I'm also digging out the nether. And once I'm done digging out the nether, right, I will build a piglin town here. But as you can see, I'm about, let's say 25% of the way done. All that goes up to the nether roof, right? But I have to take it all the way down in the radius I want. And out here, right, it was all lava here, that's why it's all gravel and sand, because I had to get rid of the lava. And we used the Minecraft movie add-on, and that's it. Which means no bullshit. So, as you know, the nether every one block you move in the nether is the same as moving 8 blocks out in the overworld. So you can make shortcuts. And like this one goes to the end portal, and then further down is the Prismarine complex, and there's signs for the other passages. It's all ice here as well. If you used a boat, you'd go fast. So that goes to the end, and stone. And this goes to the Prismarine complex, which is where I AFK. When I said AFK, these are my farms, which I let anyone on the server use because it's got more supplies than I need. And the key thing about this location is that it used to be an ocean monument. And the ocean monument is where the Guardians spawn, and the Guardians is how you get all the Prismarine and the Sea Lanterns. So I made a farm complex here. That won't get the daylight loading up. So that's just where I AFK, right? On this block. And the thing about this block is that when I stand here, the maximum number of Guardian spawners are going off underneath me because you have to be within a certain radius of them. And then at the same time as that's going off, which is the key part of this, this is just another iron farm like you found, like I showed you in the clouds. Only it's got fishermen in it. And when they die, everything goes down through the chute. To this box, right? So I'm AFK, and I can just reach over to this box and grab more iron as required. I can just accumulate more, share it with other people in the realm. At the same time as I'm AFK in there, the other farms are also going off. Show you the Guardians. Yeah, see the junk coming in? That's from these guys here. They spawn there, they get pushed onto magma blocks, and when they die, we collect their resources. And then all the resources come down to the chest collection system, which is currently full. But should we ever need that stuff, it's full and jammed so much that it's just jammed. These are just cactuses growing and being automatically harvested. That's bamboo, right? The bamboo, look at all these hoppers. I knock down the bamboo. It gets put into the auto crafter. The auto crafter turns it into bamboo blocks, and then spits it out into this chest system, which isn't full, but it's getting close for bamboo blocks. Bamboo blocks are an endless wood source. Not full yet, but like there's only 3 double chests on that side, and 3 double chests on this side plus a row, and then it's full. So, how do you harvest all this bamboo? This is actually like a maintenance door, right? Because things get broken, so sometimes I gotta go in and fix things. And that's all mud. Mud does not count as a full block. It's not a full block. You can pull things in through with hopper. Bedrock has a bit of a trick. This is called an SNNS, which is sticky, normal, normal, sticky. See sticky piston? Normal, normal, and that's a sticky piston. It's a specific kind of flying machine, right? And I got it wired that I throw this switch to turn it on, and it'll go down and back. If I leave that switch turned on, it will go down and back forever. Or as long as there's a player here. If there's no player here, when you leave an area and stuff's moving, it gets broken. So I just run it for one cycle, right? Turn it on, turn it off, and let the bamboo grow. You can see the machine is going all the way down, and it comes back. I've got a circuit on the other side that tells it, hey, get out of here. And this one just has an on and off switch so that it doesn't go forever. Should be coming back soon. Yep, it's coming. If it runs over you, it just puts you into a sneaking crouch, crawling position. So that knocked down all the bamboo. Which is going through the hoppers, right? And then the hoppers fill up the crafter, and the crafter turns the bamboo into bamboo blocks. Because, like, 9 bamboo is 1 bamboo block. And you can store way more as bamboo blocks this way. Oh, thank you. These guys here are pretty good too. Lava is the best fuel source. 1 bucket of lava can do 100 smelts. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900 smelts per row. And I just load up the lava as required, right? And lava over dripstone into a cauldron will make more lava. I'll just reload it. And then, when I'm AFK up in my spot, I'm also smelting all my crap for other projects. Dye, glass. Glass is a big one. And right now I'm making, oh, look at that, it dropped. I gotta pick that up. Right now I'm also making nether bricks, because when I make a piglin town, it's going to take a ridiculous number of nether bricks. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 9 is 54, 5,400 smelts. That will do. And then whatever I'm smelting, I just load up the chest above, feeds into the furnace. The furnace will continuously eat the lava and then spit out whatever. So like right now, it's making turning netherrack into nether bricks, and then the nether bricks I just convert into that. And that's what I'm going to build the piglin town out of. There's a method to the madness. And I will do this when my inventory is not full of other stuff. And I've got it going on this side too, because I need lots. I need lots and lots. And it all takes time. And by sitting there, the time goes on. And just because it's a very slow dripstone farm, right? Makes additional dripstone points. And identical to that farm is sulfur points. Sulfur spikes. Every time an observer sees a change in one of the top spikes, the whole thing fires. and it doesn't matter which side it's on, it's all wired together. And then I've got this space here for additional farms. Oh. And this was an ocean monument, right? That's a conduit there. You see that little eyeball thing I've got off on the side? On the right side, there's an eyeball. I am benefiting from the conduit's power, which gives me water breathing, night vision, and faster mining. Right? It's surrounded by prismarine with a gap. And if you go to the Minecraft wiki, it gives you full diagrams on how to build these things. Okay, so that's it for that. Back to pranking. So you see how much obsidian I've already used? Plus I've got all this obsidian and a box full of obsidian. I think I have enough, but not with much to spare. Let it stay nighttime. I don't want to set my spawn on that bed. You cannot use a bed in the nether or in the end. It blows up if you do. They don't want you respawning out here. The only way to do that is with an object called a respawn anchor. So this goes to my friend's house. So the trapdoor pushes me down, so now I'm crawling. Darn it, that is his door. He doesn't have a freaking easier way to get in. That sucks. I have to fly into it. But I'll save my rockets. No, I won't. I'll get there and get this done. Okay, there's the door. Just do this right at the door. Back to punishing someone who deserves no punishment. it is actually cruel that I used obsidian. I'm probably gonna have to help him fix this. But when I'm done, I will send him a message on Discord that says, let me know if you need help removing the Enderman from your end base. And he'll be like, what do you mean my end base? And then when he checked it out, you son of a... Okay. So that's the legs done. Now the legs are done. To go up and then make arms and a head. Let's try and go to the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, 12. Need that block back. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So then this is the middle. We'll do this one first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if I put his head here, it'll look like he's looking into the base. And that's what I want. Yeah, he. It's obsidian. This is cruel. If I wasn't helping him, like I will totally help him to remove this. And if I didn't, that would not be. It wouldn't be fun. It would just be mean. But I will help him dig all this obsidian. And like, look, a netherite pickaxe with efficiency 5 is slow to get rid of it, times all those blocks. It would really suck to die out here. But that's why we've got bases. Okay, now Endermen don't normally have necks, but I'm going to give this one a neck because it's going to save me blocks. And I think this one's the center. I don't know if I have enough blocks because I also have to put arms on this thing. And if I don't, I know where I can get more frickin' obsidian. Misty Miss Wayne official. Cool. Well, glad to have you both aboard. Now, you'll note if you watch my episode this week, I do give this guy a gift. And it's a nice gift. And he even thanked me for it. But that was to alleviate my conscience a bit because I knew what was coming. just marking the center point there so I don't forget. And I'm really glad that you're enjoying the can't be wasting rockets doing this, so I will put scaffolding up. Oh, I definitely did not bring enough obsidian. It's going to take way more than anticipated. But to be fair, that's a lot of obsidian. No, he has no clue. He built this base, said it was done, then moved on to another project. And I thought, well, I'll let you know when it's done. And of course the problem with this is that it does set me up for retaliation. See, I missed it. But rather than burn another rocket, we will just take the scaffolding up. I do have to say, this is my biggest prank ever, and it's not nice. It's not nice. It's funny, but it's not nice. Okay, how big of a neck are we gonna give this guy? Probably... Okay, that's my block there. Take it diagonal. That's it. Nope, that's not it. Okay, that's it. By giving him a neck, I can lower his shoulders, which means less blocks. Okay. This is technically, like, this layer here of 2 blocks is actually his head. I'm standing on the stub of his neck. And the question is, how big of a neck do I want to give him? because that will determine how many blocks out I go. Aha. Okay. Oh, missed it again. Time to take the scaffolding. Maybe I'll just fall and take the falling damage. Okay. So far, his neck would be... Yeah, this will be the last one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why is it 7? Because I gotta save blocks. I have to save blocks. Because this project takes up way too many of them. And now we'll just fall. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, neck. Neck. And this should be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's done. So, you both play Minecraft? I assume? Okay, that's not adding up. 1, 2. That would be why. Because I went too far on this side, and not far enough on that side. If I went too far on this side, then I will shave it down. Nope, that's the one that gets shaved. So this one stays. One, two, three. Oh, that's super useful. Alright, care to terraform for me? Do you watch any of the Hermitcraft stuff? If you do, oh my god. the terraforming that Tango had to do just to build his mountains before he could actually get to his builds. Okay, that's correct. This is not correct. It is wrong. That has to go, that has to go. Those can stay. There's one more on that side. Uh-oh. You haven't heard of Hermitcraft, eh? Well, are you ever in for a treat if you check them out? They're kind of the gold standard of Minecraft. The only thing I don't like about them is that they use some mods. And I have lost my track of where the heck the center is. I think it's this one. And if I do... Yay. That's correct. Okay, this one's gotta get chopped down. How much of a neck do I want? I'm thinking like 8. He's got a big neck, but no one's gonna care. No one's gonna care. It's just gonna be, oh my god, what am I gonna do with all this obsidian? Okay, so the back of the shoulders take out to their level here. And we have to note the height that this is at. 117. Block for later. The wrong spot. A little harder to see when you're using such a dark block. Okay. Humans are social creatures. I really think that everything's better shared. I got a funny story for you. So my youngest kid is homeschooled, and he always wanted Minecraft. And when he was 5 years old, we told him, okay, when you can read your first book on your own, you can have Minecraft as a reward. So he was motivated, learned to read, hammered that out, no problem at all. And his mom played with him, said he wouldn't be playing alone. And then there I'm watching my wife and my kid play, so yeah, okay, I got Minecraft as well. And now here we are 5 years later. Neither one of them really plays, and I've got a stupid YouTube channel. But I enjoy it. Okay. Let's see if I can stick a landing. Yep. It's gonna feel so good when this project is done. And so bad for somebody else. Magic number is 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So, Mrs. Wayne, did you have a chance to see the killer whales? I know I showed Ron, but I don't know if you were on to see them or not. Okay, I don't really want to enclose the scaffolding right now, so let's build over here. Okay, if an arm comes out, this is where the leg is. The rest would be chest, and we'll put the arm up and around, and that's 7. No, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 6 as well. So a 6 by 6 square at the top. Hey, cool. I like them, and I would have gone back and shared with you. So, okay, 19 minus 1 is 18, minus 6 is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, it is one of my episodes, not this week, but next week. Okay, scaffolding. Survival player's secret weapon. It's a gravity affected block, so we can stack it up. That almost gets us to there, which means I need more scaffolding, more obsidian. Oh, the woes when you're causing trouble. Those I can take all the way up to here. That's 19s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough obsidian. But I'm stubborn. I will go and mine out more. Okay, so this is the top of the shoulder. Let's wireframe it. That's the bottom of the arm. Top of the shoulder. Just gonna have it come out like so. Let's go to the bottom and do this. Might as well get this done. Okay. So we're going to hide a whole lot of obsidian that we're not going to use by just touching the base. It'll look like he's hugging it. And then I will save myself many, many blocks. Okay, not this one. Not that one. Do, 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 do. It's a good thing this Enderman doesn't steal blocks, because he'd be stealing the entire top of the base. Okay, we'll get him to lean right into it. His arm is going to disappear into the base, which is lazy, I know, but I don't think anyone's going to call me lazy, or he's going to regret that I didn't use more blocks to bug him. Okay, and over here we got to close this up. That's just the perfect height too. But he looks out the glass and sees obsidian. Hey, Cobblestone Commander, thanks for stopping in. Oh my gosh, this is a mean episode. I almost feel bad. My creative is overwhelming my bad feeling. But it's taken a lot. Oh. Stay out of the way. Thanks for stopping in, Cobble. Hope your stream went well. Okay. Art. Oh, don't fall. That's my way back into trouble. Just gonna leave that open and we'll finish it off later, because I know I'm gonna need it more than once. It's funny, eh? Look at all that obsidian and knowing that it's probably not enough. Okay, gotta do it this way because my math. It's 19 on top of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. So this is a giant Enderman looking into the windows of the base of one of the other players. and it's made out of obsidian. So he's gonna have a lot of fun. But I will offer to help him if he needs to tear it down. Otherwise it's too cruel. Cobblestone is one of the guys that I'm going to do Lord of the Rings with next year. Super big project, and cobbles on all the time, and it's going to be a monstrous grind with lots of art. Yeah. Hey look, there's an obsidian mountain right next to your house now. A big reminder of who to prank. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Have you played with redstone yet? Like pistons and doors? Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, minus 6 is 13. So these are 13s here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, okay. Well, if you're playing in creative mode, you don't have to go looking for it. You just pull up whatever you need on the bar. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Redstone sounds intimidating, but it's actually very simple. This is a game that's made for kids, and it's a bunch of adults having fun with it. Everything's basically a yes or no switch. On and off. That's it. Binary. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. then these ones go back to 19s. And we will miss. And go up the scaffolding, which has not been sealed, just in case we miss. I really should have rockets on the hotbar, just as a safety feature in case I wind up in the void. It would not be the first time I've lost all my stuff in the void and had to build it again. And it won't be the last. Hopefully not on the stream. One too many. Taking less fall damage by going this way. Okay, that is going forever, and we're going to stop that. Otherwise we're not saving blocks anymore. Here's a useless trivia for you. So, monsters spawn in darkness, but they do not spawn on obsidian. Do you know why they don't spawn on obsidian? The answer is the game designers made obsidian ultra dark, which means it has a negative value for darkness. And because it has a negative value, it breaks the game's threshold of a 0 for letting monsters spawn. So by being -1, let's say, it's too dark for monsters to spawn. So monsters don't spawn on partial blocks, which includes things like glass, because glass is just like a pixel smaller than a block. Slabs, stairs, fences, bushes, blah 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 blah, and they don't spawn on obsidian because obsidian is actually too dark, not because it's the wrong size. That's some useless nerdy knowledge. All that really matters is that monsters don't spawn on obsidian. You know what? We We might have enough obsidian on us. I don't know. That head's gonna take a lot. Okay, I gotta go down there and get those blocks before they despawn. That's my obsidian. No, don't disappear. Okay. Back up the ladder. The ladder of non-completeness for access. Gotta keep you entertained somehow, other than just watching black blocks being placed in a giant, freaking annoying mass. Okay. The only thing I would say that doesn't make this cruel is that I'm willing to actually tear it all down if the guy is really seriously bothered by it. So I gotta think of a message to send the other guy. I think it might be there's an emergency because there's an Enderman trying to steal your base. I don't have enough scaffolding to get up there. Or temporary blocks. Fall a minute. See, I'm worried about that trip back to get out of here. And 29 rockets is enough to get back to that center island where the teleporters are. That's why I'm really trying not to use any more rockets. Okay, head time. Sarmont. You're this far into the gag, you can't abandon it yet. Okay. 2, 3. Okay. Yes, you have not told the other person a thing. But ultimately, I'm glad that you're entertained. I enjoy sharing. And despite being a little bit of an imp, I like to think that I'm a helpful person. Okay, we'll take it out one more. Actually, we're going to cut that back one. Okay, if you hang half off of a block, sometimes you can catch it when you break it. Like that. It didn't. Oh no, that one fell. Oh well. Okay. That's the head dimensions. Okay. Now, because of the size of him, I should make it bigger, but I'm not going to. Let's go to his eyes now. So magenta, purple, magenta. And of course obsidian. So, obsidian, obsidian, magenta, obsidian on the end, magenta, ba-da-da. Does it matter that it's magenta, purple, magenta? No. But I know it's there. Okay. So beware, if we're ever working on a server together, an Enderman might show up. Okay, that's not even. It actually has to go out one more. Aha! Easy to fix at this point. So easy to lose track with obsidian block to obsidian block to obsidian block. And if his head's not even, so be it. So then it was magenta, 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 purple, purple. And then for the super cool effect, we're gonna light it. Yeah. Enderman eyes. Okay, and then that's 3, so I gotta put 6 more above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa, I hope we have enough blocks. What do you think? I don't know. You feel the ending coming? I can. I'm pretty sure we don't have enough, but it won't take us forever to dig up what we need. Saved so many blocks by putting the arms right into the wall of the base and not doing the interior. I will be right back in like 2 minutes. I just have to go to the washroom. Okay, back at it. Oops. Yeah, I'll give you a flyby tour at the end. It's going to be a mountain of obsidian with a pair of eyes. Okay, we're empty. So we gotta grab our box. But that's pretty good. Like, you look at the space that's left, and despite using like 5 shulker boxes full of obsidian, or 6, or whatever the fudge it was, looking down into his base is the Enderman. You gotta finish the side of his head, but that's gonna be good enough. I really should have made him skinnier, but it's not meant to be a wonderful work of art. It's meant to be a, oh my god, what did you do? Like, for sure his legs should have been closer together instead of in line with his shoulders. Okay, so now I gotta go dig up some more obsidian. Fair, I probably only need like 3 more stacks, which is super easy for me to get. Okay. Now, what direction was his door to get out of here? Looking for the gate with scaffolding. Okay, so from here, it's this way and that way. Okay, Center Island's that way. Let's hope we got enough rockets. I think I do. Bit unnerving with no point of reference and just gotta go. Okay, that's a good sign. Yeah, that only took me like 3 rockets, although I do use triple strength rockets. Do. think as long as he sees the eyes, the whole thing is fine. But we will finish it. And thank you both for your kind support. Yes. And it's clearly way too much obsidian. Way too much. Just the hardest block in the game to mine. My pleasure. I enjoy sharing. Poor crazy savage. If you're ever curious, it might be worthwhile to check out his channel. He's Crazy Savage. There's a link in my channel description to him, because I'm curious what his reaction is going to be. The last prank I pulled on him, which was just a couple weeks ago, was I hooked up Warden Shriekers to his mailbox. So when he went to his mailbox, it would scream at him. Completely harmless, though. I didn't put in the block that summons the Warden, it just yelled at him. And I think the message for this one, like I'll message him on Discord and go crazy. There's an Enderman trying to steal your end base. Let me know if you need help stopping him. But I fully expect some kind of payback. That's the worst part. So there, just my stairway up to the top of this tower has given me almost 3 stacks of obsidian. Looking down, you can see some of the pillars are missing. As soon as you re-summon the end dragon, the pillars all return. So I kind of see this as like an obsidian mine. And you can look around and you can see if the dragon you can kill 20 times to open 20 portals. Yeah, I've made sure that all 20 portals are open. The other players probably killed the dragon about 5 times, and then I just sat down one night and went, okay, I'm gonna open all the portals. glad it only took me 3 rockets to get home from his base, though. That's super good news. I was expecting it to be more like 15, but 3? 3's pretty good. And despite all this mining of obsidian, you can see the durability on my pickaxes is hardly moved. And on the side you can see I've got the mining buff from beacons. Crazy doesn't have a beacon at his base, man. I told him to put him on there, but no, he didn't. If he asks for help to remove it, I will bring a beacon with me. It significantly speeds things up. Hey, super cool. And you know what? If you sub to him, that made this whole prank worthwhile to him. It's like, bad news, there's an Enderman. Good news, you got subs out of it. And being a YouTuber, he cannot be mad at me at all if he got a subscriber out of this. So, thank you. You kind of saved my butt here. But I am curious what his reaction is going to be. I look forward to seeing his reaction on this one. Now, here's a hilarious one about Hermitcraft with a prank they did. The wind charge that you can get from the breeze rods. There is a way to stack the wind charges on top of each other and then release them all at once. And the end effect is that you will knock back or knock into the air another player or monster or whatever you hit with them, based off of how many wind charges hit them. That's super awesome. That's really good. He's gonna feel way better about this because of you two. Thank you very much. Like really, that's a win for him. So they stacked up enough wind charges and hooked it up to the front door of a guy's house. And not exaggerating, when he opens the door, he gets knocked 44,000 blocks into the air. And takes a full 13 minutes of falling before he gets to the ground. And the guy that they tested it on, right? Because you always have to test all your traps. His very funny commentary was that, you know, at first I was angry, and then I went through acceptance. I went through all 12 steps of grieving there on the way down. I had lots of time to think and think about what I want to do and my place in life. It was nice. He came to terms with it because he was falling for so freaking long. Anyway, so the bottom line is that if Mr. Crazy Savage wants to escalate things, I am totally prepared to go even more ridiculous on top of ridiculous. But he got 2 subs out of this. That's a super big win for him, and I thank both of you. Okay, I think I have enough obsidian to finish the project. Oh yeah, that should be enough. So I'll just make this level flat because, you know, if I don't, oh no, it's not flat. And knowing that I got to share with at least you two, for me it makes this stream all the better. So again, like, sincerely, thanks. See, obsidian's so dark, sometimes it's hard to see where the freaking door is. Anyway, let's go back over to Crazy's house. It's got that ramp out there. No, that's not Crazy's house. This is the first ramp that we used. That was the very first portal that was opened by the dragon when we first went to the end. And then I made that light bridge to go out to my base area and used that portal there. And then I stopped dressing him up because I know next time I summon the dragon, I just want to see if he chews the stairs up or not. That's also why I gave them obsidian frames, so I could replace the stairs if the dragon just damages anything. He won't damage obsidian or basic end stone. But, like these blocks here, the polished stone, yeah, he'll eat those if he touches them. But I think these portals are out just far enough that he doesn't come out here. That's where his ladder is. Let's just pay attention to what direction we're going this time. Okay, it's the opposite side of the Enderman off on his left. That's a horrible Enderman, but it's got nice eyes and a ridiculous amount of obsidian. Those are the skinny Endermen. This is the colossal Endermen. They're built different. Okay, we'll patch this hole, take our scaffolding back, and then we'll fly to the top. It's so dark it's hard to see what I'm doing. There. Yep, that was it. Ah. Yep, 46. That's what I started with. Do, 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 do. The hole. Yes, he reflected on his life choices during his fall. It's. I thought it was hilarious. Okay, so 3 blocks is like the magic number. We'll just show you what 4 blocks. No reachy 4. Take it down to 3 blocks, and you can reach. You probably already know that. Super basic. Minecraft prank wars. Okay, we done. Done. It's all done. It's all done but the stealing of blocks. And now I just got a message, Mr. Crazy Savage. Okay, just opening up my Discord here, making things super laggy. Okay, so crazy. Emergency. There is an Enderman trying to steal your end base right now. Let me know if you need help dealing with them. Message sent. Gosh, I'm so juvenile at heart. Okay, now that does give us a good amount of obsidian as well if we ever need to make another end portal. Oh, have you seen my end portal? Because I'm headed back to base anyway. As soon as I confirm the direction. It's this way. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes there is. Now the good thing about this too is I am not turning this into an episode. Just whoever watches the stream or the stream footage, they're the only ones that get to see my giant Enderman prank. Or I guess if Crazy makes an episode, you get to see it there. I look forward to that. Right, 90. Okay, I'm starting to get nervous. There's stuff to land on. When I jump through the portal, take us right back to the base. Oh yeah. Like, I took all the obsidian out of that pillar. And when I fight the dragon, I got these giant pools here. Because look, the Enderman can't touch you in the water. It's like lava to them. It's like, ugh, take an axe in the face. Oh, you don't like that? Well, too bad. How about a flaming sword? Oh, you don't like that either, eh? How about you? You want some? Oh, you're on fire? Too bad you can't touch me in water. Come, let me end your suffering. Why don't you go steal someone's base? Oh, that's right. Back here at the farm. Another guy on this server is Lawless Bacon. That guy's got a lot of artistic talent and almost no subscribers, but man, he does really good work. I'd say he does better on the details than I do, but my builds are so big that I can't detail them all. There's just not enough time. Digging out spawn and digging out the world. It takes a lot of time. We're building giant endermen and getting all the obsidian to do that. It's a lot of time. So I don't worry about the correct placement of lanterns and torches when I'm worried about what the giant colossus is doing. This portal goes to Lawless Bacon's area. This one goes to spawn. And this one goes to my spawn area. So I'll take you through Lawless Bacon just because it's worthwhile. So he's really got just two rooms that I want to share with you that I think are his best rooms. So yeah, you come out in a portal and he's got it lined with lava and statues. Yeah. Nice and pretty. Everything matches nicely. And then he's got an elevator that goes up, but let's just take the shortcut and fly. Come in on his happy pad. And these are the two rooms here. Like this is his potion room, right? And I think it's just the colors that is used and everything else are beautiful. Go down on the floor and it's got like the endless pit looking effect. And he's done that just with different layers of glass and color. And I think that just looks great. And this is potion making ingredients and odds and sods. But his choice of color, the lava lines on the walls, I just think he's got a real artistic touch that I appreciate. And then it's quite similar, but the other side is his armor. Armory and enchantment room. And I think just aesthetically, I really like his work. And as I've said, every build is practice for the next one. But you look at what some people have done and you steal their ideas. Anyway, when we started this world, there was 9 of us, and now there's 3. here I will start a Lord of the Rings world. Yeah, it looks great. And then Crazy Savage is the other guy there. He does really good work too. Crazy has more subscribers than I do, but Bacon's only got like 20 or 30, and it's just, I think he's way better than that. And yeah, I appreciate you guys just sharing your time with me. So the portal design I used, which is what I wanted to show you, right over here. So on the way, I found a bunch of skeleton horses as time went on. So I just made a giant skeleton turtle to house them in. Because the other guys already took a skeleton horse each, and there's still freaking 9 of them in here. Lots. So that's my portal. I made a void tree, which of course looks better at night. Anyway, so that's gonna be it for tonight's stream. I'm glad I got that entire Enderman done. And the only thing I do not like about these whales, there's only one thing, and that is their spouts don't go off when you're standing on the shore. You have to be closer. Right. So here I am swimming away, waiting for the spout to go off. Oh, there it goes off. So like, and the other one hasn't gone off because I got to get closer to him. But you can see I'm not on the shore, I'm halfway in the water. And this will go off shortly. There it is. And I love that it goes off and stops. I didn't want it continuous because it's a whale. And they go off randomly. There's a timing mechanism to it, but too much math involved. Oh, this one's getting ready to pop. There it goes. I like them, and they're simple. It's all concrete blocks, right? So there's no stairs, there's no walls, there's no slabs. It's all just cubes. And because that was important to use killer whales that would have the black-white contrast. Because you can imagine if that was all just one color, it wouldn't be right. And the game's already got dolphins in it. So I didn't want to do dolphins. Although I might do a dolphin statue at my base, that's a different story. But I'm really happy with the way they came out. And I just did this freehand. It took me like 30 minutes to do it. And even less time to do the other one when I just copied the one in front of it and changed which direction the tail was facing. Happy times. So again, I thank you for sharing your time with me, and if you know any other nerds that might like this stuff, give me a shout out. I try to stream Monday nights, and I release an episode on Thursdays or Fridays. So, till next time. Bye bye.